Now let's talk about entries. So here we have an array of 4 different people. And we're going to take that array and call entries on it. Entries is going to return to us an array iterator object. And that object it's specifically used to step through each item in our array. There's actually a similar function in JavaScript that you can call on objects. In this case, we're calling it on an array because this tutorial is talking about arrays, but I've actually found most of the time I've used entries has been on objects. And it would look like that if you had an object. And this would be if you wanted to see the keys and values of your object. Like that. You could then have an iterator object that would allow you to do that, to see the keys and the values. It'll also work the same way on an array. In arrays, the key name is the index of each value. So Alice is index 0, Bob is index 1, Joe 2, and Jane 3. So let's copy this into the console, and then I'll be able to show you what that looks like. So now we've created an array iterator called entries. And if we copy our for loop over, this is going to say for every entry of the entries, the of keyword is used for iterating over arrays. If we run that, you can see for every item in the array, we have both the key and the value. And that can actually be very useful to have. This is just a clean way of iterating over our array. Traditionally, the way that would be done would be a traditional for loop. It would look like this. And then you would say, I would be the index of the array, and then people I would be the value. So this is a shorthand way of using entries as a shorthand way of more or less achieving the same thing you achieved here, with perhaps a little bit more efficiency because you're using the native array iterator object. And another way we can actually write this syntactically, let's take entries and run it again. And let's copy this. And this time, let's break it out in a key value, because that's what we want in order to fully duplicate the results we had up here. And there we go. So there you go, that's entries.